live and do a quick 20-minute meditation or channel, see what happens, as we would normally do on Meditation Monday. I just put up for my members and in the Facebook group as well as the Patreon group. I've done it in text. I literally wrote my notes down for the energy of this month and I popped it up there so you can see it, but I will do a yearly one and I'll do a video as well. I thought we're halfway through this month and there's just so much that's happened. So let's do some grounding. One of the things that is really important for this month is practicing with breath work, with movement practices, the things that root us in these high frequencies. And there's some really beautiful energies coming through in January. You might not think it if you watch the news, but there are some really beautiful energies coming in. So I want you to focus on that, tapping in to your relationship with your internal, your relationship with the divine, and how powerful you can be in your sovereign self today, especially with the beautiful full moon energies that we've got going on that are pack a punch, I have to say, but I'll do separate vlogs about that. Don't want to talk too much, wanted to just connect, express, and allow us to kind of get into an alignment of our own. So just start by placing your hands over the heart chakra, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You can relax the hands down, one on either knee, thinking intentionally about right and left legs, right and left hemispheres of the brain, the masculine, the feminine, the balance, connecting, visualizing a star over the top of the head. And as you breathe in, and as you then exhale slowly through the nose, visualize at the same time that little star just coming down your lightsaber, as I like to call it, your central column of light, floating softly down. You need to inhale, exhale, let it float down even further. Allow your breath to be natural and in what I call easy breath. In through the nose, out through the nose, signaling to our sympathetic nervous system that all is well in this now moment, coming into our own cultivation of our own calm, our own peace, our own awareness of the presence of this moment. Sinking deeper into the connection with yourself, awareness of your thought forms, watching them floating by in your awareness to the fact that you are not your thoughts, you're not even your body. You are the awareness behind it, the consciousness, the divine, magnificent part that's observing the thoughts, observing the feelings, observing the body. What do we need to know for today? Tapping, going deeper, breathing in deeper. What do I need to know? What do I need to share that's in the deepest levels of the subconscious, of collective consciousness? What do I need to share that's in the highest good for the evolution of the soul, my soul, your soul, and the soul of humanity? Mihiro kuru miaktiakturum. Mishuhunu huang hahate. Iktiachturuk miakatakni. Ikturum shknata. For the rhythm of the sound, iknuishknashkna, like a dance around your energy fields. Open and receptive to the highest transformation and evolution of the body, the mind, and the emotions, and the whole being. All is within your grasp. turu uk ayata ektina kushkna ektete turu uma ishkna. Feel the physical shifts of the planet, of your body. Subtleties through your field. The wisdom from the internal, from all. And breathe through the rhythm. As we prepare for the rising of the growth and shifts that we are going through, as they solidify into the physical, as we link the understandings through levels of awareness, levels of our being, levels of our psyche, or completely let my words go. It doesn't matter. Words, it's beyond words, it's beyond thoughts and feelings. It is the frequency of your heart, of your being, of your collective family heritage, of how you transform in this moment, how we evolve in this moment as we come together as one. As I express through soul language, you may see and feel images, you may smell, sense a scent of the frequency of the shifts around you. You may be drawn to symbols that are like keys for opening another chapter in that which is the fullness of you. Allow yourself to channel your inner spark, your inner fire. So visualize, if you like, a bubble of light around you, pulsing like an egg, with roots grounding, strong roots grounding down. The lily is the image I'm being shown, like a lily, like the center when it's like in a bud, like an egg, and then you see the plant itself rooting down amongst the depths of your soul, of the darkness of the world, and creating new buds, new growth, drawing it like nutrients, transmuting, naturally transmuting, through sound, through visualization, through rhythm, pattern, sacred geometry, whatever you want to call it. Just visualize yourself like you're opening like a flower, but at the same time there's this energy rooting, grounding, sort of solidifying this energy of love, that it's expanding around your field, so that anyone you come into contact with, anyone that is within your presence, your remit, your friends, your family. It's kind of you're touching them like a ripple in a pond. E andurum dashka, with your intention. But it also, there's a feeling of relief and uplifting and a letting go, a releasing the tension from the bud as it opens. There's this sense of like a feather lifting off, like helium almost, lifting weight from you, resistance from you, helping to heal internal deep trauma of both your own incarnation and that of your family and those around you. And the pulsing, that energy within your field is the coding that is being laid down by you, not by me, by you, by your own soul, by your own interpretation, by that which is flowing through the top of your head. On a physical level, the back of the brain, the hippocampus, the bridge, think of it, the crystals in, you can visualize this if it helps, the crystals that are in, as I've spoken before, the goblet effect happening in the brain are kind of lighting up with the different plasmic light as it's being hit, and sort of sparking new neural pathways of understanding so that you can contain and understand the information. It may be through the sounds, it may be through images, it may be through colour, through dream. So don't think too much about, oh, that word means this, is what I get told. It's like code. Voiced through the frequency of love, in an expression of the soul. Like a mirror, it helps you mirror your own. Like an echo, a fractal, a mirror that is multifaceted, the crystalline, the diamond, the crystals, the little crystals in the brain on the physical are opening, expanding, and slowly, like buds, like the flower, continuously. And the more of us that do that, the more it anchors that into the realm that we are in, for that to be the case. So you can visualize it as a lovely, wonderful guided meditation, if you like, that you are rooting in the humanity through fields of the Aturic fields around you, but through these layers, each of these layers as we step forth. So as I mentioned in the energy report this month, I called it like the TARDIS effect on the body. Like each of us have our own room, the body, our vessel, and that vessel, as we step out of it, we're more aware that we can be in anywhere. It's like the TARDIS effect is when you step outside, you're somewhere else, like an elevator, if you like. And each of us have got our own elevators, and we're all starting to be more aware of that people are on different planes, but we're still aware of where we are, where they are. Not that that's a level up. It's not in terms, that's why I don't like the elevator. That's why I prefer this analogy of the TARDIS, because it's realm, it's dimensional, it's frequency in truth, but within the same space. Merging. And it's outside of time, so it's no longer linear. Though we experience in the linear, we're much more aware of these shifts. So when we're rooting them, when you're visualizing this sort of sense of what's happening in the brain, but on a visual of a flower opening, feeling that happening within your body in terms of healing, in terms of your energy, in terms of upliftment and peace and calm washing over you, sort of solidifying in your now moments, through your life, through your relationship, through your connection with each other, an interaction with each other, your children, your pets, and like mother wrapping her arms around or snuggling your nose into your pet and giving them lovely, like fluffy cuddles, just kind of wrapping that. Feel what I'm trying to describe, invoked what is then seeping into the emotional field and connecting to the heart to expand through mind, body, soul connection. Just breathe now. Coming to the feet with our awareness, visualize roots going down. You want to rub your hands together through touch, through the body, kinetically creating a little kinetic energy. Just take the hands to the bottom of the chin and up and over their head, just as you slowly open the eyes, coming down and around. Just breathing in and slowly coming back, if you like, to step back in a little bit from that expansion, just drawing it in. And want to add a drawing in practice, so kind of visualize that expanded ball like a breath, and as you breathe it in, then exhaling out, slowly feel it coming, contracting in. And as you contract it in, taking the hands to the lower dentier and the belly, like the microcosmic orbit that we spoke of, just you can feel like the energy flowing round, feeling through all your fields, all your meridians, like the veins in the petals of a rose. Feel them coming down into the physical, condensing into the physical being that is you, and just breathing that through. You can visualize, if you want, it going into each of the cells, or if it needs to go anywhere in the body, the throat, if you feel any sense of being restriction, the heart, if there's wanting to close off, and most importantly down here with the plexus, which is the one that's challenged, so we can channel it into our creativity, that intuition for understanding, going where it needs to go in your body, in your fields, in the energetical body. And just taking a few breaths there, being present with the body and the breath, bringing our awareness back to our breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. And just taking a minute, coming back to you. Thank you for joining me. Take a moment to ground further if you can. Go outside or just looking out of the window. There's trees behind me. You can see the green of some bush behind me in the back of the car there. Just that colour green. Jade would be really helpful for this month, but just the energy of green and nature. So if you just bring in your mind, you don't have to close your eyes, a tree, or if you can see a tree or a bush, and the colour green, the photosynthesis as it's taking in the sun, and thinking about you, feeling that energy of the sun and how it's here in the physical. You are light manifest and anchored and grounded in the now. Love and blessings, and thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day. And send the excess where it needs to go in the world. You don't have to mentally think about what's going on in those things. just knowing that it's going to the energy of where it's needed, any excess, first for you, and then with the intention of all of us as we come together, kind of magnifying like many suns, beautiful suns shrunk into our bellies, powering the intention of the highest timeline for whatever needs to be done and what needs to be said, what needs to be shifted. Thanking my guidance, thanking my soul family, for you and anyone who's watching. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. Have a beautiful day.